All right, this morning we are looking at Ocera Therapeutics, or OCRX. It is the volume leader so far with about 7 times the average volume and just about 10 minutes after the opening bell. Our 50 EMA bar target is under 126 right now, and the resistance looks to be about 163 at this moment. But yeah, this looks like the volume winner for the day, and we'll see if we can't play this one correctly. All right, after some very odd, non-volatile movements for the past few minutes, it finally decided to break the barrier at 163 and has now started to take off, which is good news for us. It means the bulls are here to play. There's plenty of volume left on this thing. And right now our 50 EMA is under 140. And yeah, it's about 8 times the average volume, a little more than 8 times the average volume. And that was a good sign for us. It was kind of weird seeing this happen for the past few minutes, but now we are going to just track this thing down and try to target under the 50 EMA. And we'll update you in a few minutes. Just a minor update. It looks like resistance is built up around the 175 area. And this thing is not looking very volatile right now, although it's still the volume leader. The 50 EMA buy target is right under 153, most likely dip under 150s. But for now, we're keeping an eye on it, and the volume seems to be dying off. But, it's still top of the chart, so we'll see. All right, we were also looking at a different ticker here. This is Electro Scientific, ESIO. And did take a good dip under the 50 EMA, just above 24. Looks like it's up 24% right here. We were able to get in at 20.33. Right around here. And sell target is just over that. The main one being over $21. All right, so it's hopped over the 50 EMA. We were able to sell over probably around half the shares at 20.50, and the rest of them are going to have a quick stop loss at the 20.40 area right here, right where the 50 is again. So if it dips below the 50 again, most likely a failed breakout. But yeah, 20.33 to 20.50 for now, and we'll see if we can't reach our 21 buy target with the rest of the shares. And as far as OCRX goes, it's pretty much flatline at this point, not a lot of volatility. Looks like the floor is at 160 right now. It's a very tight range from 160 to 170. And although there is a lot of volume, there's not a lot of movement, so can't do much about that. Still watching it to see if it has a breaking point or not. All right, it looks like a failed breakout on ESIO. We did get stopped out at 20.40, and as you can see, it has dipped under the 50 EMA again. And you could continue to play this at the 100 line, but it would be for minimal gains. And it looks like I was really hoping for a retest, but it looks like this is a failed breakout chart. And we're going to go ahead and focus on some other plays for now. All right, so payment data systems, or PYDS, has actually bumped up in volume in the last few minutes. I didn't really like it in the morning because there wasn't very much volume. It was just about double the average volume, but now it is around 3 times. And it looks like it is the most active on the charts here. Much more volatility than OCRX. A 50 EMA buy-in target is right at 373 right now, and we're going to see if we can't scale in the position depending on the price action. But that is our alert to buy, so we'll see if we can't get down there on a nice dip and maybe go back up to the 4s. All right, so we took a nice dip under the 50 EMA. We are at 369. Right up here, And we're going to have a tight stop loss on this because it has been running. But hopefully we can get over that average, and maybe if it dips below, we can hit the 100 EMA for more, but we'll see if that was a nice dip buy or not. All right, well, we took a big dip here, and pretty unsuspected, but we were able to buy some right around the 334 area. Which brings our average down to 345. We got the floor being 327 so far. And yeah, we are stuck in this trade, and hopefully we will be able to pop over 345. If not, the next buy double down target is under 310. All right, we were lucky enough to break even here as it popped over 345. Well, I'm sure glad we got out even on PYDS. Now, this was a risky play, but our original trades were not working. So, I mean, sometimes there's no reward without risk. And I should have had a tighter stop loss. But let's see what happened here. It looks like it. This is why it was so risky, was on the one-day chart. This thing had its 2 rallies already. You know, the third rally was today. And as you can see here, there's just not a lot of support. There's just a lot of gap area here, which was a little frightening at first, but that's why you got to stick to volume, because with volume, you'll be able to get out of some tough positions. But yeah, I should have had a much tighter stop loss under that 50 EMA on the first buy-in. Right here, we were at 369, and it did pop over to 370, 371 actually. So we could have had a 370 stop loss. That would have saved us on this dip, and which had a better average. Apparently, this was the range where the best average would have been. And yeah, so PYDS, we broke even. What can you do about it? Now let's look at over to ESIO Electro. This was the one we had in the morning, where we had a 20.33 average right over here. And we sold some at 2050, and then had a stop loss at 2040. Fortunately, we got stopped out right here, where it dipped right back down in the 220 range, and I gave up on that play because I just I was expecting it after the dip to the 50 to do what it was doing all day, which is just dip right above the 50. And so we missed out on quite a big percentage gain here. Our first sell target was 21, and it hit that in spades. And it's just looks like it's going to continue over the 20.5. But yeah, unfortunately, we were stopped out here. And stop losses can save you or make you so. And it's important to just have them. Unfortunately, we didn't rebuy, and there's not much you can do about that. All in all, today was pretty positive. And our original play, OCRX, was just garbage the whole time. I mean, look at just about a 3-cent, 2-cent volatility range. And I think this is just a transfer of shares, honestly. Look at all the volume, all green bars. No one can move it up or down. This is definitely some sort of share transfer. But yeah, we haven't been hitting any big runs, or just missing out by just a few pennies this whole week. We got one more day to trade tomorrow, and we'll see if we can't get that run tomorrow.